As far as general insurance is concerned, I would like to mention here that it does not exactly relate to the rural insurance, but I must mention here because just yesterday I reviewed this program of adalats for the cases of motor vehicle accidents. I know how much hardship sometimes people feel who are victims of these motor vehicle accidents have to undergo in order to get some compensation. Now GIC has decided and has already held some adalats where there is interface and victims are paid immediately, and this has created tremendous benefit, and we want to extend this just to give what we have done in this regard between January and August. More than 4,000 complaints of motor vehicle accident cases have been settled by lok adalats from August to December. We had kept the target of 6,000 cases, but we have actually settled 16,000 cases and thereby paid more than rupees 50 crores by way of disbursement. But it all depends on the parties to agree to the compensation. If say do not agree, they can always go to the court, but there is no fixed scale of compensation. It depends on the nature of accident and circumstances of the case. But going through the rural thrust of general insurance, a group insurance scheme for landless agricultural labor all over the country has been created. The entire premium will be borne by the government of India, and if any landless agricultural laborer dies in the course of his work, his family straightway will get rupees 3,000 without payment of any premium. I must, however, say that we have several other schemes for general insurance like cattle insurance, hut insurance, a new scheme that we have introduced, and if the hut of a landless laborer gets burnt by accident, immediately he will get some compensation. If his cattle die, he will get compensation. Now I must admit, and here I seek the cooperation of all the honorable members that in respect of many of these schemes there is no awareness as far as potential beneficiaries or target groups are concerned. Now, a landless agricultural laborer who is there in a village and who does not know that schemes exist, if he dies through the he is entitled to compensation more often than not. The members of his family are not at all aware of it. I would like to conclude on this note that we have made substantial progress, of which all of us must be proud. The government should be proud, and the people of this country should be proud of it. The opposition also should have deserved at measures of credit, because many of their suggestions are taken by us, and we will continue to do that. Now we must keep on implementing this, and on this implementation your involvement is necessary. But what is more important is that in the heat of political argument we should not create a climate of despondency which is entirely unjustified. We should not reduce the faith of our people in themselves, because these are their achievements, and if we face these challenges with confidence, our people will definitely overcome the great challenges ahead, and we shall succeed. I am surprised that he should put this type of a question. Let me say this, that whatever that servicing we are honoring is not out of borrowing, and it is not 50%, it is roughly 20% of our own money that we earn out of exports, invisible tourism, and so on and so forth. And this money also, if we have borrowed. We have borrowed from the IMF in the earlier period up to 1984. Mr. Verma said that we are borrowing money from abroad and paying it. This is not correct. It is our own money and it has been put to good use. About internal borrowing also, there is no such question. We are what we doing is to create assets. We have to modernize our industries. We have to improve the lot of our people and we are doing these. We are borrowing very cautiously and for productive purposes. There is no reason why he should have such a thinking. You know that you have a revenue deficit which is larger than the total deficit. By definition, this means that you are going to resort to deficit financing or borrowing in order to finance your consumptions, expenditure, and not for productive purpose. This is my definition. How do you contravent it? This is a government document. I will read out this so that he may not have further misgivings about this. This is a statement laid on the table of the Rajya Sabha in reply to a question